Okay. Welcome to a brand new edition of Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown. This week we're counting down the top 20 pop year-end songs according to who? Billboard.com. Let's get into plus we're talking to our guest, Miss Rockstar. I can't wait, you guys. But you guys, let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song comes from Pink Panthers and Ice Spice. The song is called Boys a Liar Part 2. Let's get into it. Boys a Liar Part 2, number 20 on Big Ooh Top 20 year end countdown, baby. Yeah, y'all, that was a number 19 song. Morgan Wallen with Thinking About Me. And we're talking to our guest, the awesome Miss Rockstar. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so good. The energy's good. The holidays just finished, but then they're starting again because it's
Mm,
Christmas. And
yeah,
we got good weather.
you gotta get weather. Yeah. Tell my listeners about yourself.
So I am Miss Rockstar. That is my stage name, my performance
Hmm.
name, my little alias alter ego. But
Okay.
Miss Rockstar wasn't always Miss Rockstar. She's Felicia Jones. That's my government. And
Okay. Give it all out. Okay.
a little bit about myself is, believe it or not, I've been doing hair. That's my main thing is hair and makeup. And
Okay.
doing music is my passion as well.
Hmm.
The great thing is they're both very artistic and they're very similar and different at the same time. So
Hmm.
with me, uh, being a creative, it helps out with music a lot, especially with detail, continuity, all that stuff.
Yes.
So I originally started off as playing the drums ever since I was in elementary
Mhm.
school. So like, hey, what, fourth grade, and then
Wow.
I played all the way up until All City, which is middle school,
Wow.
and the high school that I went to didn't have a music program, so I
Hmm.
kind of drift off and do your own thing, and that's when I
Hmm.
got into my hair side. So
Hmm.
I really was a hustler. I was braiding hair on the porch for $20 a pop.
Wow.
And, yeah, I just kept it going and I just kept doing my thing, and I'm a very passionate person. I like to make people feel good, especially with hair and music, because when you
Yeah.
feel bad, what do? You put the music on and you get your hair done or
Yes.
your hair cut or something to
Yes.
uplift you. So I really get the
Yes.
best of both worlds. So like when people sit in my chair, I'm like, oh, let me get you. Oh, you want to hear my song? Oh, or I'll just play
I
my
love
music.
it.
Yeah, I'll just play my music, and I'll they're like, oh, who's this? And I'm like, oh, that's me. So
All right now. I love how you're combining both of your passions.
yes, it took me a long time to balance them out.
Wow. Wow. You guys are going to talk more to our guest, Miss Rockstar, but let's get back into this countdown. The number 18 song comes from Taylor Swift, the queen of the countdown. This song is called Cruel Summer. Let's get into it. Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the number 17 song, Chris Brown with Under the Influence. And we're talking to our guest, Miss Rockstar. What made you choose the name Miss Rockstar?
That's a really great question. Oh, we have a little guest. This is Maybelline.
Uh-oh.
Say
Oh,
hey.
hi. Hey, how you
Okay.
doing?
She.
All right, man.
You can do it, boo. Yep, I'm over here. So that's a great question. When I'm not from California, and
Okay.
I was living in Pasadena at the time,
Hmm.
and one of my really good friends, Lorenzo, would always come over and hang out, and he knew I wasn't from Pasadena, and he would
Uh,
say, "You got swag. There's something about you. All this greatness." And
all right, man.
we went to this place called the Old Town Pub, and he said, "You know what? You're like a rock star." He's like, "Actually, you're the rock star. You're Miss Rockstar. So ever since
All
then,
right now.
it just kind of stuck with me, and people in California just called me Rockstar all the time. So it just
All
all
right
these years
now.
later, I'm still a Rockstar.
That's right. How many projects do you have out?
How many? I'm sorry.
How many projects? How many albums or singles or?
So I have a lot of content on SoundCloud, and
Okay.
this was before. This was probably like 2016 when I first started putting. I'm sorry. When I first started putting content and stuff out there, and
Okay.
so I have a lot of like free based music, but on
Hmm.
on the social platforms like iTunes and all that, Spotify, Apple Music. Um, I right now I think I have four singles, maybe
Oh,
five singles
okay.
out there, and then two albums. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, you're doing it big. We're gonna talk more
Uh,
to you. We're gonna talk more to our guest, Miss Rockstar, but let's get back in this countdown. The number uh 16 song comes from Bailey Zimmerman. This song was called Rock in a Hard Place. Let's get into it. Bailey Zimmerman, Rock in a Hard Place, number 16 on Big Old Stop 20 Year and Countdown, baby. Yeah, you guys, that was number 15 song, Harry Styles, As It Was. Now it's time to get into the first extra song of the week. The first extra song of the week comes from Miss Rockstar, and this song is called God is Dope. I want you to tell me about this because I like the title.
so the title actually, that album, that song comes from an album
Mm.
called "You Don't Want That Smoke," and
Mm.
that album is very precious, especially now.
Mm-hmm.
The person who I worked on that project with, he recently passed away, and
Oh,
yeah, so he named that song "God Is Dope," and the song, it's not gospel or anything, so
oh,
I just want to
okay.
say that. But, the day that we wrote that song, I had a shirt called "God Is Dope" on. So we
Okay.
made the song literally in like one day, maybe a few hours. And when he
Wow.
named it, he was like, "God is really dope." He goes, "Because two great people made this song, and God is dope like your shirt, like this song." And that song I chose to share with everybody on this platform is because it's really raw. It shows the vocal ranges that I have. It shows the, you know, I produced it as well. So there's
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
good work. There's a lot. It's just me, you know. It's and God is dope.
All right, now let's get into it. The first extra song of the week, Miss Rockstar with "God Is Dope" on Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. You know, I stole it from Soul Train.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you
That is.
guys.
Woo! I love
Yeah,
it. I wouldn't say
you know,
it,
I
but
had to
you
do
say it because it's so
that.
simple too. Woo!
Yeah, you guys, that was the awesome Miss Rockstar with "God Is Dope." Um, Before we go on, I forgot. I think we met over at Anya's event, didn't we? Oni or whatever you were
Which one was
performing.
it?
I think.
The outdoor event?
I think it was. Yeah,
Was
you. I think you were outdoors or you were. Yeah,
the five
I don't
dollar?
know. It's
I
been.
think it was the $5 art party. Was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay. I said, you know what? I want you on my show. Something about you is dope. I want you on my show. And she's like, okay. And so we exchanged information. You know, even through you know what, the hacking of my page can keep us apart. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like that. The
Because
hacking
God
of
is
the
dope.
page can keep us. You know, I'm telling you, God is dope. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. How do you describe your musical style?
Oh wow. My musical style, I feel like it's just my own style, to be honest. Um,
Hmm.
when I upload my tracks, one of the
Hmm.
most hardest things for me to do is to decide the genre, because I'm like, it's a
Mm.
little house, it's a little bit of
Hmm.
hip hop, it's a little bit of, a bit of me. So, but if I had to force it, or like, I couldn't say force it, but if I had to it would definitely be world music, house. I love
Oh,
house. I
okay.
like making people dance.
Me
I
too.
like beats.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Wow. So, wow, that is awesome. So you work with a lot of producers. Who is your favorite producer to work that you worked with so far?
it has to be Jeffrey, hands down. That's a really great question. I've worked with a lot of local producers, and
Uh-huh.
I've worked with some big time producers. And when you have a producer that is for you, like somebody that that's not going to try to take advantage of you, someone
Yes.
who doesn't take advantage at all, someone who could guide you in that right path, that right direction, someone
Yes.
who could coach you, somebody who you can get constructive criticism off of. Like these are the things I look for in producers.
Yeah.
Is stuff like that when somebody's like, hey, you could sleep over, or you could write, you need to write more. And to be able to, it doesn't happen overnight either. Like
Yes.
like when you work with a producer, you both produce and you both sing and you both play multiple instruments. Most people think
Yes.
that, you bump heads, but with me it wasn't the case. We just like combined our powers and came up with, you don't want that smoke. So hands down,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Gibbs is the best producer I worked with, rest in peace. But that man made me love my voice. That
Yeah.
man, we worked hours, days, months. And I was living in New York at the time. We was doing things, virtual like this. We was writing back and
Yeah.
forth, sending each other beats. And this was before during the pandemic. So when we could travel again, I came to California and didn't tell any of my friends. Nobody knew,
Okay.
and made
Okay.
God is dope. We made that out.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that is freaking awesome, man. We're gonna talk more to you. We're gonna talk more because I want to get more of your story. Um, but let's get back into the countdown. The number 14 song comes from really one of my favorites. It's by Drake and 21 Savage. This song is called Rich Flex. Let's get into it. Rich Flex by Drake and 21 Savage on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, guys, that was we did three in a row for you. We did number 14 was Drake and 21 Savage was Rich Flex. Number 13 was Zach Bryan with Something in the Orange. And number 12 was another Morgan Wallen song with You Proof. But yeah, it's time to get into the comedy corner. And you guys, I got a chance to meet this legend about almost a month ago. He's been doing comedy he told me he's been doing comedy for 42 years. I was like, wow. I said, man, you've been doing this as long as I've been living. Actually, I've been living a little bit longer than that, but he's like, and we were talking about the none other than the legend of Steve Kravitz. Let's get into it. The comedy of Steve Kravitz on Big Woo Top 20. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was an awesome, very funny Steve Kravitz, legend in the comedy. Give him so much respect. And we're talking to another upcoming legend, Miss Rockstar. Yeah. So you originally from New York, am I correct? What made you move all the way down here to California?
Well, well, I'm originally from Massachusetts, and
Oh,
then
okay.
yeah, my family, we all kind of like ended up in New York.
Okay.
But I'm originally from, New Bedford, Massachusetts, and
All right
I always
now.
lived in California. As soon as I graduated, I worked in my hometown, and when I was 25, I just knew it was time. I knew like that music, and I want to do something different, hair music, because
All
my
right
town, I
now.
love my hometown, but everybody has a hometown, and there's a few of us that get out of the cage and fly away. I happen to be one of those lucky ones that I was like, "Pew, where's my wings?"
That's right.
So,
That's right. That's right.
and I drove
And
all the way
so
here. Like
you
I knew.
did.
Yes, the first time I drove here was in 2008. And
Oh, okay.
we left first, and we got here on September 8th,
Mhm.
2008.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you've been here. Wow, that is awesome. You've been here ever since. Um,
Mhm.
I gotta ask I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna remember this question. I'm gonna ask it when we come back. Let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from Sam Smith and Kim Petras. This song is called Unholy. Let's get into it. 11 Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Unholy, and believe me, that's an unholy song. Let's get into it on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did the number 10 song. That was David Guetta and BB Rexa with I'm Good Blue. And we're talking to our guest, Miss Rockstar. You say you do hair. You know what? I'm going to tell you, I have a lot of respect for beauticians because my great grandmother was a beautician. So I give so much love and respect to you guys. And you guys do hear conversations and all that good stuff. Wow! How long do you do hair in the shop, or do you have your own business?
Well, I've literally have done every aspect of this industry that you could possibly think of.
Hmm.
So I started off. I actually came. So when I moved to California, that's when I got my license.
Okay.
And then finished my program. I interned and did a couple of salons out here, and then
Hmm.
when I moved to Massachusetts, I opened up my salon.
Oh,
And I owned
okay.
my own. I did work for. I had to work under a master stylist for a year before I can open up my own salon. So I did
Oh,
that.
okay.
And the cool thing about that was I had a lot of support from my people back home in Massachusetts, like New Bedford. They, as soon as I opened up my salon, people were there. They said I ran it really good for 2 years, and then
Wow.
I moved back here, and then I did the salon thing and the mobile thing. Um, the latest is wigs, and
Okay. Okay.
the wig game is like the craziest game like thing in the like I can't even say it. Like
What?
everybody wears wigs on TV. Everything is wigs. Everything is wigs. I don't care. Like it looks real. We do wonders. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
Um, so now I currently work for Disney and I do the hair makeup for princesses and
Are
stuff.
you serious?
It's exciting. And then so I'm union as well. So I got to, I volunteer with the union. I'm IATSE, and it's really good. I got to do a couple of fashion shows like high fashion, and that was brand new. That's a whole new game too. So this game does not stop at all. It just keeps going. I taught my niece how to do hair. She has her own business. She goes to LSU. This girl's making bank. She
Okay.
has her own hairline and all this stuff. So I'm just like, oh my baby.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
game is heavy.
That is man, that is so you doing a lot. You doing big things, especially working with Disney. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! But you guys, it's time to get the second extra song of the week. This song is also by Miss Rockstar. This song is called "I Miss LA." Tell me about this, please. Why did you come up with this song? Is this your latest single or?
No, my latest single is called Say It to My Face." But
Okay, we're gonna play that later.
the I Miss LA song, I wrote that when I had came back from working. Remember how I had said that there was a point in time where I flew out here and I would just
Mm-hmm.
work with Jeffrey and I wouldn't even tell anybody. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had left here to go back to New York. And I think I was in New
Okay.
York for maybe like a month.
Okay.
And I just missed LA so much. I didn't even know what it was. And, you know, I was working on this song for a long time because I played this whole song on a synth. So I wrote it
Okay.
pretty much. There's no, loop or anything like that. And one day I was just listening to the beat and I said, I really miss LA. So
Wow.
it was a really light song. It kind of gave me like that 1990s feel, like driving down the coast of, on the one. And no matter what, when you hear that song, it just reminded me of driving on the freeway. I really missed LA. So I
Yeah.
just that in a song.
All right, now let's get into it. The second extra song of the week, Miss Rockstar with "I Miss LA." Oh my
Yeah,
God, top 20 countdown.
you like it.
Yeah, I like that song. That song was really, really awesome. That song is good. I miss LA. You said you lived in Massachusetts. Music, man, let me say it right. Massachusetts,
Yes, you said it right.
New York, LA. Which one is your favorite out of all the three? LA, Massachusetts, New York.
LA, LA.
Yeah. You're not just saying that because you're on my LA program. Okay.
Nah, it's a battle that I've been dealing with literally my whole life. So
Okay.
I love LA. It's just, you know what it is about LA? I'm gonna be real.
Uh-huh.
I know everyone has their own story, their own whatever that is, and I don't knock it
Yeah,
because everybody's story is valid no matter
that's
what.
true. That's
But
true.
for me, it was the fact that I could be myself. Nobody
Right.
nobody really cares, and if you're really deep in LA, you know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. You could take the
Yes.
metro, you could take the train, the bus, and it's not being like, oh, you're taking the bus to go to work, or oh, you're taking the train. It's like, yeah, how about you take the train to go to you taking the train too? Oh, and you take the
Yeah. Yeah.
you could take the bus to the club. Like you take the bus to West Hollywood, and everybody on the bus is going to the club. And my first experience was, I was like, I'm gonna take the bus to the club, and I'm all dressed up, and I'm thinking I'm the only one that's gonna be on the bus dressed up. Everybody was on the bus dressed up, heels, wigs, hair, makeup. I was like, oh, I got the right limousine here. Like,
All right now. I know how it is. That's a mess.
dude,
That's a
unless you deep,
mess.
like I said, you're deep in LA, you know, like nobody cares.
Yeah.
You could be yourself. If you want to
Yes.
act crazy, if you're mad, just yell and scream in the middle of the street because it's accepted. Like you're valid.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see plenty of that, especially where I'm living at. I see that. Come on now, I know exactly what you're talking about. People just walk right by it like it's a normal thing. Like, okay, he's yelling out, screaming out. Let him do it.
He's
Go for
venting.
what you know. Go for what you know. Oh man, go for what you know. Yell out if you want to yell. Go ahead. You can yell out to
Yes.
yourself.
I've done it. Listen, I've done it. I'm gonna be real with you. There's been times I've been so mad, and then I'm like, ah! And I look at them like they look at me like it's okay, all right. Just as long as you're not making me go viral and put me on the
Okay.
internet and have me go crazy, then we're good.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's about. Just don't keep me off the internet, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. But guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 9 song comes from SZA. This song is called Snooze. Let's get into it. SZA Snooze on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys. We did 3 in a row for you. We did SZA with Snooze. Number 8 was Luke Combs with Fast Car. That was a remake of remember Tracy Chapman song? You got a fast car. Something, 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 something. And remember Living Color, they did a remake of that. I mean, they did a parody of that. I remember that, Kim Williams. But are you guys you're probably too
I was
young for
thinking
that.
when you said in
But
living color, when you said in living
yeah.
color, I was thinking of the Flag Girls, like straight up, like
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. The Fly Girls used to be on it, but I love the comedy. I'm gonna tell you off the air what my favorite Living Color skit was. The number 7 song was The Weekend, Ariana Grande, and that song was called "Die for You." Now it's time to get to the independent song, your latest single. Say it to my face. Oh, I want you to tell me about this. Oh, I need to hear this story.
well, there's two versions
Okay,
of why I named it this way. Um,
okay.
so one of the first things is I have this thing with my uncle,
Hmm.
and he's live. Like he is, and what do you guys call it? Lit.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He has his little Instagram and he does all his little art, and he's awesome. So he lives in New York, and when I call him, he's the type of dude that'll be like, say it to my face. You know what? If you got something to say, just say it to my face. So I used to say the
Yeah.
same thing, like, oh, hello, you got something to say to me? Well, say it to my face, hello. Like, just you know how you have those parodies when you call people and you get your little things. It's
Yep.
like,
Yep.
you know what it is. So
Yep.
when I wrote that song, I was making the beat originally for my uncle because he likes house,
Mm.
and every time I send him a song, even if I don't release the song, he will like make a video with my music for the song.
Oh, that's cool. That's
I'm like,
cool.
yo, that's right. I'm like, that's dope as
And this
but
something
he
you really supposed to like that.
yeah, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a song just for him. So when he can, make his reels, he could just type in Uncle Kevin with a K and it pops right
Okay.
up. So no matter what, he could tell everybody, hey, Uncle Kevin. So that's the reason. But the other reason is I get tired of people talking behind other people's backs, and
Yeah.
I am not a gossiper. I if
Yeah.
anything gossip, I kill it like cancer, like even in the work environment anyway, because people don't realize
Yeah.
gossip can really like mess with somebody's mental health.
It can. It can.
It's my biggest pet peeve in life is the gossiping thing because you never
Yeah.
know what the other person is really going through. But
Yes.
I feel like if people were more direct and just said it
Uh-huh.
to people's faces, say it to
Yes.
my effing face, say it to my
Yeah.
face. There's no gossiping. If you're arguing, you'll always argue a lie, but you will
Yes.
never argue the truth. Think
All
about
right
it.
now. That's right. That's
Say it to
right.
my face.
Let's say it to my face. Let's get into it. This is the latest single, the independent song of the week. Miss Rockstar with "Say It to My Face" on You Know It. Big Woo! Top 20 countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the awesome Miss Rockstar would say it to my face. And man, I absolutely love your attitude. You're so laughy, you're giggly, you're so like happy. I mean, like wow, I like that. I really like that. How do you maintain that sense of laughter, that sense of joy, and all this stuff that's happening right now?
A lot, a lot of like just positive vibes. I love to meditate. Every morning I meditate for at least a half an hour. Just me time. I put my headphones on, I write, and
Mm-hmm.
I do come across uh, obstacles just like everybody else does. But I
Yeah,
just cope
of course.
differently. I try to look at the glasses half full instead of half
Mm-hmm.
empty. Because if you ever notice in life, your path is going to happen regardless. You can't control it. You might be able to like, you know, have certain things that you can control, but you ever all right, let me give an example. Like you ever notice you're waiting for a check in the mail because you got to pay these bills
Yeah.
and you're getting mad, you're calling the
Yes.
place, you're doing all this stuff. But notice no matter what, that check is still going to come on that Tuesday and your bills are going to get
Yes.
paid on the Wednesday anyway. So to like worry about that, like with, and that's with everything in life, to worry about something that you already know that's going to be there or that's going to happen. But things that's not in your control, you got to just let it
Mhm.
come to you, or you got to let it flow out.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I'm with you on that, sister. I'm with you. Preach it. Preach it, sister. Preach it. I'm sorry. All right now. You you guys, let's get back in this countdown. We're having too much fun. This is Rima. The number six song is Rima and Selena. This song is called Calm Down. Rima and Selena Gomez with Calm Down. Let's get into it. Number six on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a number five song. Number five song was Metro Booming, The Weeknd, and 21 Savage with Creeping. Now it's time to get to the old school gem of the week. The old school gem of the week is by an awesome, awesome lady. I think her birthday, if her birthday probably passed or it's probably coming up. This is awesome. Angie Stone with No More Rain in This Cloud. Absolutely love this song. Let's get into it. The old school gem of the week by the birthday woman, Angie Stone, No More Rain in This Cloud on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the old school gem of the week. Angie Stone with No More Rain in This Cloud. And we're talking to our guest, this rock star. You know what? I lured you into a sense of professionalism Now it's time to get into your business. What your love life look like? Who you with? Who you with?
uh,
And
um,
everybody gets coy when I say this. Oh, I'm not with nobody. You know, you got a couple of people. Come on now, be real with me. Be real with me. Come on, I'm getting your business, man. Come on now, be real.
well, that is one thing I don't normally share for
Okay,
reasons,
okay.
but um, I say that I'm involved with somebody because I
Uh
am
oh. Uh
emotionally,
oh.
physically. I do have somebody that's and I'm gonna be honest, like relationships, especially like me, I'm a gypsy, so I've traveled and lived my
Okay.
life. I've lived my life, and to
Wow.
be able to be with somebody and you don't have to it's so crazy. Okay, like I've heard other people say this, and it's so crazy because you when you live with somebody, that's when you really know if you
Uh.
date somebody, date them and live with them. Because if you cannot stand living with them, get out of the relationship. As
That's
run,
right.
don't try to fix it because you will
That's
fight
right.
all the time. But I'm
That's right.
learning that with him, if I am not 100% here, he will be the
Hmm.
other half of that. And there's no
Okay.
50-50. It really kind of blends, and right now I say we're friends, because if I'm upset or you know what, I'm breaking up with you now because you need I don't like you right now, and it's not even like we're breaking up and then it's like no, it's you got to be real with your partner. I don't care what it is. Like I'm gonna like expose my age. I'm about to be 40 years old, and this is the first
All
time I've
right.
ever lived with a guy 39 years old. I live with we live together, and it's not perfect, but
Uh-huh.
it's great. Like good, it's great. Like it's not fake. There's no fakeness. If he leaves something around, I'm like, you better pick that shit up.
Okay. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I'm definitely
And,
with you on that.
and another great thing is just to put it out there. I always say when you're with somebody, just
Hmm.
and you're in the beginning, get tested. Because that will eliminate a lot of your stuff. Because and it's not even trying to figure out anybody else's business since we're on the business aspect of it, but it's like
Yeah.
when you meet somebody, if somebody is open enough to be like, hey, yes, I've gotten tested, or hey, I don't mind being tested, even if you're dating, that shows that that person has some kind of commitment to themselves and you in the friendship with that potential of being a relationship. It's deep when you're
That's
dating
right.
in your 30s compared to dating in your 20s, and me and him, we did the long distance thing for a long time, but
Mhm.
to be 100% honest, yes, I am kind of with somebody, and
Okay.
it's great at that.
You
He's
know
a
what?
pain in my ass, and I can't stand him. But
You know what? You've been saying all something inspirational all countdown. I just want to give you just 1 minute. I'm timing you. 1 minute. Just say something real inspirational that you want somebody to know.
ooh, I love stuff like this because if I could be a motivational speaker, give it to me. Uh, I have a few things that I really live by. And one of the things is you have to follow your intuition with everything you do, even with small choices that you make in life. Um, I recently hurt myself at work.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something, after doing hair for like 25 years and to like lose mobility in your hand, so now I can actually do this when I couldn't, you know,
Uh-huh.
um, it made me use my voice more. And my intuition was like the only thing I really had, you know. Um, and you got to be strong and you got to say no. This is not the men, women, any whatever you identify as. Like, if you don't feel right about something, say no, because no is
Yes.
actually way more powerful than yes. It
Yes.
shows
You're right
like
about that.
your strength, and it doesn't show fear, you know.
You're right about
and
that.
and walk away from something that doesn't feel right. If something just feels off,
Yeah.
99.9% of the time it's off,
That's right.
and I always tell people, like, just be honest with yourself. Be honest with
Yes.
yourself, as you have to keep that face on, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't, me personally, I don't have time to try to make something fit that doesn't fit. But
Yes.
I'm not good with indirects, and I tell people right off the rip, I'm not good with indirect communication. I look young, but
Yes.
you'll get further in life with being honest with yourself, following
Yes.
your intuition, being real with yourself, saying no, and
Mm-hmm.
just being humble. You know, especially, I've traveled the world, literally,
That's right.
literally,
That's
and
right. That's right.
we're alive.
That's right. But you know what? You went over the minute, but it's all right. It's all right. You went over the minute, but it's all right. We're not gonna fault you on that. But let's get back to this countdown. The number four song comes from Taylor Swift. This song is called Anti-Hero. Let's get into it. Taylor Swift with Anti-Hero, number four on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero, number four. Number three was SZA with Kill Bill. Number two was Miley Cyrus with Flowers. And then now it's time to get to the number one song. The number one song is from the king of the countdown. He's had at least three songs on this countdown. This is by Morgan Wallen. His album did really well this year, and this is one of the songs that really did well too. It was one of the best selling songs. This song was called Last. This song is called Last Night. Let's get into it. The number one song, Morgan Wallen with Last Night on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number one song. Miss Rockstar. Tell everybody how they can reach you.
So you can reach me on Miss Rockstar on Instagram. That is,
Mm-hmm.
my handle is at MISS dot ROCK dot
Mm-hmm.
STR. Miss Rockstar. And that's my Instagram handle. You can also find me on Facebook with my government, which is Felicia Jones. That's FLISHAJONES. All my music is on SoundCloud as Miss Rockstar. I'm on YouTube. I am on iMusic, Amazon Music, pretty much every single platform you could think of, Spotify. Check it out and let me know how you
Okay.
think. Let me know what you
All
think.
right.
And all these songs, I played the instruments with me or my other producer, and everything was written from scratch. So definitely take a listen to it. It's a lot of work, a lot of good work in
That's
there.
awesome. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to our guest, Miss Rockstar. And also want to say thank you to everybody who's listening. And also thank you to the stations that are carrying us, the Block FM, Vibe Hits Radio. We've been reunited with Kill Radio for the past two or three seasons. I'm so proud of that. And this is a season eight. This is I think, the 16th show of season eight. And I think this is our 293rd show of everything, man. I want to say thank you so much for keeping me up, and also thank you to Podcast Awards for the award that we got 2 months ago. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
And if you want to reach me, thank you very much. And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI.banjo, and you will find this show on there, the YouTube channel. Oh, and we got a music video. We got a music video and single coming out January 1st. I'm so excited. Living for Love. The first single from my what you call it, from my uh, 25th album, Return to the Love Room. We're gonna get all those details. We're gonna start doing next show. We're gonna start doing giveaways. All right. But the thought for the week is keep going, and you will never ever fail if you just keep going. And you know what, you guys? We usually end this with a gospel song, but this is the third day of Kwanzaa, so we're going to play one of my favorite. Today, the principle is collective work and responsibility. So we're going to play one of my favorite songs. I played it last countdown. We're going to play it this countdown. Teddy Pendergrass with Happy Kwanzaa. May God bless you. May God keep you until we meet again.